It's now illegal for Zimbabwe schools to expel pregnant girls. This is the best TLDR I could make. Original, https://www. Al Jazeera.com/news/2020/08/ illegal Zimbabwe schools expel pregnant girls 2008251522577748. HTML, reduced by 82%. I'm a bot. Zimbabwe has made it illegal for schools to expel pupils who get pregnant, a measure women's rights campaigners said would help tackle gender inequality in the classroom and stop many girls from dropping out of school. Many parents of pregnant girls, or the girls themselves, decide to quit schooling due to the pregnancy, and schools do not always do enough to encourage them to stay, officials say. Pregnancy is just one of the reasons that girls in Zimbabwe could fail to return to classes after coronavirus restrictions are lifted, said Sibisizwe Ndlovu, communications specialist at Plan International Zimbabwe. Extended summary, http://np. Reddit. com/r/@its_now_comments/i guy/its_for_illegal_for_Zimbabwe_to_expel/FAQ, http://np. Reddit. com/r/auditaldr/comments/31b9fm/FAQ_auditaldr_bot/version 2. 02-519310 DRS so far. Feedback, http://np. Reddit. com/message/compose, 2=%23 auditaldr PMs and comments are monitored, constructive feedback is welcome. Top keywords, girl #1 school #2 pregnancy #3 Zimbabwe #4 right #5. In the USA, I remember hearing that my high school was one of the more progressive ones by letting teen moms finish their degree in high school. It helped that the school had a daycare for teachers which they extended to letting students use as well. Or we could maybe, first stop allowing children to be raped and married off. Sex ed and family planning in Zimbabwe was politicized during and after the Bush War. It was seen as white or Western indoctrination that was insidious and meant to slow black population growth. Hence you see them still dragging their feet. Anyone interested in history of Zimbabwean liberation struggle, www.thebushwar.podbean.com. Back in school, we had a kid join us who was from Zimbabwe. I always remember how happy he was when we told him there's no corporal punishment here. What? You mean the teachers don't beat you? That's great. And what about the boys who impregnated them? My father was a headmaster at an all-girls Catholic school in Kenya for a while, and he kept the girls in school when they were pregnant as long as he could, some returning after pregnancy. Just expel the baby instead. Hey, someone should propose this to Ontario's Catholic schooling system. It would be a positive improvement on their current treatment of young women. Edit. To those asking for proof or evidence, I will offer this: I work in the field of anti-sexual violence, namely in support and prevention. The city I reside and work in is Ontario's capital for sexual violence against children, ages 17 and under, and the second highest in rates among young women, ages 18 to 25, according to Statistics Canada, has the highest per capita rate. We continue to experience the biggest pushback against prevention and counseling and psychotherapy, most of it from Catholic high schools in the region, Algonquin Lakeshore District School Board for those curious. They often don't ban us from doing our work, but they limit us in our ability to be effective, not allowing us to mention sex when talking about human trafficking, not allowing us to give out condoms to those who are sexually active, or functionally protecting perpetrators of sexual violence by insisting on criminal reports to provide interventions. None of these barriers are presented in the non-religious school board. This comment was a bit tongue-in-cheek and a bit sincere. I stand by it with maybe the addition of an/s. Sources, https://www.150. StatCan, GC. CA/N1/pub/85-002x/2018001/article/54981/TBL/TBL13N HTM https://www150 StatCan GC CA/N1/pub/85-002x/2014001/article/14008N HTM https://www150 StatCan GC CA/T1/TBL1/N/TV Action PID equals 3510017701. Pretty sure I know two girls who were expelled in the UK for being pregnant, around 2001. In 2000 I was in 9th grade and a friend of mine was expelled for getting pregnant. In 2001 a classmate of mine had a 3-year-old. In 2003 a classmate was expelled for getting pregnant but welcomed back once she'd had the baby. Then in 2004 the head pastor's daughter got pregnant and the rules changed so she could say in school, of course. Oh, I've also met and spoken to a pregnant 12-year-old. This was in America, at a private Christian school. A lot of you need to stop acting like we don't have these same exact issues here because we fucking do. Man. I was in high school in th-80s and in the deep south and never did girls get expelled for being pregnant. Teachers almost babied them in class. Which is fine. Everyone deserves an education, and knowing the usual circumstances from which the girls usually ended up pregnant, the fact that they were expelled in the first place was disgusting and foul. And how many arrests for rape? Maybe it's just me, but it seems like you should want the future of your country to be well educated. This should be illegal in the US too. Girls still get pushed out of schools even if it's against the rules. Until laws and policies are fully enforced, pregnant girls will continue to be discriminated against. I love these articles painting these as underdeveloped countries' issues when they so often affect the smug Western world. And these same places will say finally, Africa isn't backwards. Look in your own backyard, this happens everywhere when it shouldn't be happening anywhere. Now if only the Christian college I graduated from would do the same. But no, they still kick out unmarried adult women who get pregnant, but not the men who get them pregnant. My high school doesn't expel the pregnant girls per se, they just don't do anything when the girls get bullied by teachers, staff, and students. Teachers won't allow the girls to use the restroom, they make it exceptionally hard to make up for absent work, and they do everything they can to convince the girls that life would be better if they either dropped out or moved schools and never came back. I take a lot of shit for granted. I hope to see similar legislation throughout every country in Africa and other developing regions. Empowering girls and women is a fundamental component of development into a sustainable and prosperous country. I've always wondered if it's as bad in other areas, as I lived in deep South Texas and sometimes a pregnant girl would go into labor or on one occasion give birth because she thought she was just having stomach cramps. Small steps. Remember, we used to torture people to death in front of families with children as Sunday afternoon entertainment not many hundred years ago. You know things are fucked up in this country when they have to specifically ban schools from expelling pregnant girls. In the US we do almost the same thing. Kids are asked to go to alternative schools so they are separated from the population. The same place kids caught with drugs, fighting, etc. go. My school expelled all the pregnant girls, and 1 week before GCSE exams they expelled a bunch of thick kids so that their stats wouldn't go down. Classy guys. In Australia we had a girl in our school fall pregnant at 13, had the baby when she was 14. The school's treatment of her was disgraceful. It was a public state school with a mandatory formal uniform of a button-up tight-fitting shirt and a mid-calf skirt. It also has a sports uniform which wore loose stretch knee-length shorts and a polo shirt. As she got bigger she wasn't able to wear her formal uniform, so she started coming in her sports uniform every day. The school targeted her and continually harassed her over uniform violation and ultimately stopped her from attending, not because she was pregnant but because she wasn't adhering to the uniform policy. Even at 13 I knew how wrong it was for them to push her out of school and treat her so poorly. They didn't even have the decency to be honest with their reasons. Instead they continually punished her for doing her best and trying to continue on with her education. She had a really bad home life and the school failed her, in my opinion.